Hi everyone, welcome to Essy Cooks. In this video I'm going to show you how to make these no-bake fudgy brownies. These are so delicious and they're way healthier than any brownies that you can buy in the store. So let's get started. These are so fast and easy to put together. So first thing we're going to need is a large mixing bowl. We're going to add 3/4 cup of all natural peanut butter, and you can use crunchy or smooth, it doesn't really matter. It's nice to have a little crunch in there. And then for sweetener we're going to put 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and we're going to put 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. And I'm also going to add for flavor just 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is going to make it taste so delicious, so definitely don't skip that. And I'm going to stir our wet ingredients to combine, so you can just stir those until they're nice and whipped and smooth and creamy like that. That's how you'll know they're ready. I'm going to add a pinch of salt in there, which again, don't skip it. It is such a nice flavor since I had unsalted peanut butter. And then 1/3 cup of oat flour. So I made that just by blending oats up in the blender until they were a fine powder. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and 1/4 cup of walnuts. You don't have to add the walnuts, but honestly, I'm someone who loves walnuts in brownies, so I thought this tasted absolutely amazing. My husband loved it too, definitely said to add the walnuts. Now, we're going to keep stirring this until we get a really nice batter. At first, it might seem a bit dry and powdery, but keep stirring it because as you're stirring it, you're going to start to see that nice sticky batter form. Just make sure you're scraping the sides of the bowl and just getting everything really nicely combined. Don't leave any of the, oat or cocoa powder behind. You want it mixed in really nicely so you're not hitting like a dry paste when you're eating it. So make sure it is nice and combined just like that. Now we're going to grab an 8x8 baking dish, and I'm just going to put some parchment paper in it, or you could lightly grease it with some coconut oil. You can cut the parchment paper to size, or you can just stick it in like I did because I was just faster and easier. And then I'm going to add my brownie batter right into the parchment paper. I tried using the back of the spoon, but honestly it was way easier to just press it down with my hands. So just make sure those hands are nice and squeaky clean, and you can press down your brownie batter just like that. And of course I gotta lick the batter because it's totally edible and delicious. Now I'm gonna just place that in the freezer while I melt my chocolate. So now I've got 1/2 cup of about dark chocolate chunks or dark chocolate chips. I'm going to melt those either double boiler or microwave, and I'm just going to place that on top of the brownie mixture. You can eat the brownie without the chocolate on top, but the chocolate on top just takes it up another level. So I'm going to get that all in there. I'm just going to use a spatula to spread it around nice and evenly all over these no-bake brownies. So now I'm going to place it back in the freezer just to set the chocolate. If you can leave it for 20 to 30 minutes, that is best, because you do want to eat these pretty much right out of the freezer. So look at that. Now I'm going to cut this into squares. You can cut it any which way that you like. I cut it into about 20 squares so that they're nice little like bite-sized brownies almost. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut those, and look at how nice and fudgy delicious these are. These keep in the freezer for like a month, but honestly they won't last that long. And you eat them directly out of the freezer, like they're nice and soft and chewy. I mean, the chocolate's a little hard on top, so you can leave it out for a couple minutes before you eat it if you like, but they store beautifully in the freezer, and it's such a great healthier way to have a chocolatey sort of brownie treat. And make sure you stay tuned because we are about to do the taste test. Taste test time.
All right, I'm going for a big one. Cheers.
Cheers. Those are so good. This is like a brownie. No bake brownies.
Delicious.
So delicious.
The crunch of the nut in there, beautiful.
So good. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe below.